what's different between celebrities, athletes, than the average person. The average American, is going to earn a little bit more money each year. Some may be entrepreneurs that may go up and down, but their lifespan of earnings will go until they're 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. The lifespan of entertainers, and especially of athletes, very few after their career in the NFL or NBA go out and make a bunch of money, although it's changing now. This is unique. I don't know if you care about it, but I'm going to tell you about it. I've been doing this a long time. NFL athletes at the top of their game and NBA athletes used to make $1 million a year, which is a lot of money, but it's not what we call FU money. It's not money where you can just throw it away. You got to save it. Now, some of these athletes are making so much money that if they just put it in the bank at a reasonable rate of return, they can have a $500,000, $1 million a year income just on the proceeds of what they earn in the league. And if they're safe with it, then maybe they can protect it. But still, the average person, the average athlete that makes $300,000 per year, $500,000 per year, and then they don't make any more, they should want to preserve that because they worked hard for it, and it's not repetitive, consistent, ongoing future earnings, which is what separates them from the normal or typical client we represent.
Well, and we have dealt with some professional sports wives, and I think that, one of the issues specifically in the NFL, and they, some of these wives are on listservs and talking about it, is some domestic violence issues. And, traditionally the court doesn't always care about infidelity or, a lot of domestic issues. Are you seeing that matters when we're talking about money, right?
Yeah, well, first thing I want to tell you is you may be surprised to hear this, but we do represent a lot of NFL guys in domestic violence situations. But we've actually had a few recently where it is the woman who has been the violent actor and the one that's been put in jail. And a lot of times they feel like, I've got to lash out at him. He's strong. He's big. They're never going to, and you feel a little bit more safer punching a guy that's 6'8" because you're not really going to hurt him, but it's still domestic violence. So let's set the record straight. It's not always the stigmatized, bad boy NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball player. But yes, it does come up a lot, and it does happen more than often. I don't know if it happens more with athletes than in the average world, but there's a spotlight on it because the press loves to talk about it. The person we all admire and revere actually pushed his spouse or her spouse. And so yes, it does happen, and it does hurt. But I think the court will punish and penalize people for doing that. But I think the real damage is in the public eye because a lot of these folks now are not making their money playing football forever. They play it, they get their name, and then they parlay that into becoming an influencer, like you talked about. And if you cannot have a good, sterling reputation, your influencing ability is going to evaporate. Nobody wants to follow or admire somebody who is a spouse beater or spousal abuser. So that just has its natural consequence in the world. But yes, I think judges also will penalize that, and certainly, like you have, we've represented folks that have been saddled with that. You got to keep that out of the public eye, not just to keep it away from a judge who's going to punish them, but again, more importantly, in a celebrity world, which is what we're talking about, to keep it out of the public. Once the public gets hold of it, then their future earnings tank. I mean, that's their future ability to make money with the name they built by playing sports or singing or rapping or acting or whatever. That's what you got to preserve: their reputation, their ability to attract followers and fans.